Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Today we're going to be learning about prices. You're going to learn how to ask for a price and how to give a price, which makes sense since we're talking about clothing and shopping. So, if you want to talk about cost, we use the verb costar, which means to cost. Now, you don't have to worry about conjugating this verb for a bunch of different subjects. There are only two forms that you need to know. The first form is the singular form. We use it if we want to talk about the cost of a singular item, like a t-shirt or a hat. So this form will be cuesta. So if I want to say it costs $5, then I say cuesta $5. That's the currency we're using, dólares. So I use cuesta because I'm asking about a singular item. Now, if I want to know the price, the cost of a plural item, like shoes or pants, then I use the plural form of the verb, which is simply cuestan. So, cuestan $20. They cost $20. So I'm asking about pants or shorts, something plural. When I go to ask my question, there's only two forms of the verb that I can use, just like in the answer. The question word I'm going to use is cuánto, because cuánto means how many or how much. Like when you ask how old you are, you say cuántos años tienes? How many years do you have? So here we want to know how much. That's why we use cuánto. So if I want to know about the price of a singular item, like a t-shirt, I say cuánto cuesta. If I want to know the price of a plural item like boots, or shorts, then I'm going to say cuánto, again, because I'm saying how much, but I'm going to use cuestan, which is the plural form of my verb. So let's look at our pets. So over here I have my gato, my cat. And let me see if I can get a little arrow. Yep, my cat. So let's see, which question am I going to use to ask how much is the cat? Am I going to use cuánto cuestan or cuánto cuesta? Well, since it's one cat, a singular item, I'm going to say cuánto cuesta. Or I can even add the cat after. Cuánto cuesta el gato? So we want our singular version. How will I answer the question? See if you can also give me the number 220. How will I answer the question? Will I use my singular version or my plural version of the answer? That's right, I'll use my singular version. Cuesta, and then if you did the number, $220. El gato cuesta $220. Wow. Es un robo. That's a ripoff. So over here we have dogs, perros. I see muchos perros. I see many dogs. So which question will I use to ask how much are the dogs or how much are they? Will I use this version or this version? That's right, I'll use cuánto cuestan because there are more than one dog. ¿Cuánto cuestan? Or ¿cuánto cuestan los perros? How will I answer? That's right, yes, I'm going to use cuestan because there's more than one. And then let's do our number. Remember 300, cuestan $325. You got it. So remember, there's only two forms of our verb. So let's practice. Okay, so here I am with my two questions. ¿Cuánto cuesta and cuánto cuestan? So let's look at number one. Let's look at our hat. Do you know how to say hat? Do you remember? Look at your list. Sombrero, sombrero. So I want to ask, how much is the hat? So which question will I use? That's right. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta el sombrero? Good. How do I answer that question? What will I do to answer that question? Good. I'm going to use cuesta and then my price. 200. Oh, there go my numbers. $53. There we are. We'll move that up a little bit. So cuesta because it's a singular item. Cuesta $253. All right, I'm over here looking at my socks. How do you say socks in Spanish? Calcetines, calcetines. So which question am I going to use? Am I going to use cuánto cuesta or cuánto cuestan to ask how much are they? How much are the socks? I'm going to use cuánto cuestan, cuánto cuestan. So how do I answer? Take a moment and write it down. See if you can figure it out and check with me. Oh, it won't go any further. There it is. Good. It wants me to do that. So, because it's more than one item, it's a plural item, I'm going to use cuestan. Cuestan $168. So as simple as that. So try, let's go back here before we go to your practice. Look here. Wow. Look at those tiny shoes. So do you remember how to say shoes? Zapatos. Zapatos. So which question am I going to use to ask, how much are they? How much are the shoes? I'm going to use cuánto cuestan because they're plural, zapatos. I can tell it's plural because there's an S on zapatos. So cuánto cuestan? How much are they? Well, to answer, let's see if you can figure out how to answer. Let's get our number down too. Start with your verb. Cuestan. Ooh, 1,000. Remember, there's no un, it's just mil. Then we do our, move on down, shoes. $340. Gonna want me to put an accent on dólares. Let's see if I can. Nope. No, I can't put it on there. Then on my keyboard. Dólares. There it is. Cuestan $1,340. And I'm using the plural form of the verb cuestan because there's more than one shoe. All right. Everybody wants this t-shirt. So how do we say, how much is it? Am I going to say cuánto cuesta or cuánto cuestan? Cuánto cuesta? Because it's a singular item. How do you say t-shirt? Camiseta, camiseta. So cuánto cuesta or cuánto cuesta la camiseta? So, oh my goodness, that is muy caro, very expensive. So I'm going to start with my singular verb. I might not have enough room to write this whole number. Cuesta 12 millones. Scoot on over. 700,000. 3. And remember, before millions, you have to use that day. That's so awkward. Dólares. Whoopsie. There it is. Come here, dólares. All right. Doesn't want to cooperate. So, cuesta 12,700,003 de dólares. And there's no E because there's nothing between the tens and the ones. You just put 3 there. All right. Do you think you're ready to try on your own? So I have a little practice here. So what you can do is just write down the question, how much is it or how much are they? And then write down the answer. So put me on pause, grab some paper to scratch on, and see if you can do these 6. And then you do have a worksheet to complete in Google Classroom. But I'll go over these after you unpause me. All right, chiquitos, so you gave it a shot. So let's see if you figured out how to ask for a price and how to give a price. So number 1, we have our t-shirt, our camiseta. So you should have written as your question, ¿cuánto cuesta? And then your answer, oh my, that's awfully big. Let me make it smaller. Too big of an answer. Cuesta 832 dólares. It's going to give me a hard time about that. About that accent. There should be an accent on the O in dólares. But cuesta, because it is a singular item. All right, let's take a look at number 2 here. We've got some kind of weird looking white socks. Calcetines. They're plural. So we're going to use the question, ¿cuánto cuestan? With an N on it, ¿cuánto cuestan? Your answer should look like this. Cuestan 12 dólares. Oh, Senor, I can't use spell. Dólares. There you are. They cost $12. All right, let's take a look at our third one, which is our purple skirt. Falda. It's a singular item, so we're using the question, ¿cuánto cuesta? You can always add the item after. That's totally great too. ¿Cuánto cuesta la falda? Your answer should be cuesta. Oh, it's that 500 word. 500. 557 dólares. There it is. The accent should be on the O. Good. Singular because it's just a skirt. Just one skirt. Coming on down to our super high-end shoes. More than one. So what question did you use? ¿Cuánto cuestan? You are right. ¿Cuánto cuestan? ¿Cuánto cuestan los zapatos? Both are awesome. And the answer, cuestan. I'm back to the super large. Let's just scoot that on down. Cuestan because they're shoes. And we're going to go with $200,160. Wow. 200,000. That's 200,000. 160 dólares. There it is. There's your answer. How we doing? Okay, moving on to our beautiful winter hat. It's very expensive. So it is a singular item. So did you ask the question, ¿cuánto cuesta? Or ¿cuánto cuesta el gorro? Both of those are great. And your answer should be in super big font. Cuesta 5,890 dólares. There you are, the hat of gold. Cuesta, because it's just one hat. Now, for this one, you might be like, well, I don't get it. That's like one thing. You know, even in English, we make pants plural. The pants are blue, or the pants are expensive. We don't say the pants is. So you can also tell that something's plural just by the S. It's pantalones. Zapatos, botas. So I know it's one item, but they count each leg. So how much are the pants? You picked the question, ¿cuánto cuestan? Yes, you did. And the answer, cuestan 100, because it's just 100, not over 100. $100. That's it, chiquitos. That is it. So get on over to Google Classroom, do your practice worksheet. Make sure you watch Billy La Bufanda, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Hasta luego.